Testing. Test. Okay. Hello. I can hear you now. I had to change the speakers. All right, cool. Can you see my screen okay? Okay. Let's go ahead and start the review.
Review started.
Okay, so we have 17Q and I guess a 17Q. Oh, interesting. Okay. This is possible. I think this is good for invasion. I think you might be interested to try. Let's see if I remember. If it was connection or tiger's mouth. It was connection, and then this attachment, which leads you to this variation, which maybe you might be interested in trying that. But this one, I think, is a little too early. Perhaps. I know this was a thing to try, but I think for me, I don't know, my first instinct is to let white live in the corner because it's only 2 points and then gets a very large position. So I want to say this is good for black. This one's also okay, with the idea being you can go here and then white Sabakis, but there's no reason to play Sabaki right here. There's no reason to play light and loose. You don't really need to. Black better habits are to fix your cutting points directly. Okay. I don't like this. I think you're trying to force a pattern, but you don't really need to. This Atari's unnecessary, but okay. And you're kind of going here. But technically, this does not look very comfortable. So maybe you just go play a big move. I think this is a bad exchange for white, though. And here, just connect. If you're gonna fix, just fix. There's no reason to lose that stone. And if you want to make a base, maybe go over here or something. I think maybe, I don't know, if we're at 17Q, this is not a 17Q idea. We should probably not do this at 17Q. Okay. This is very far, and you're right next to thickness. So if I go, let's say right here, and up, you can get in a little bit of trouble. If I go right here, and then jump, this stone's in trouble. So I have a couple ideas to attack you. This is very slow. When you have a position, you want to play an extension, which is a 4-space or 5-space jump. The reason is you're actually trying to start a fight in this area, so you want white to come in. This is because you want to be the attacker. If you're the attacker, you're getting something and white's getting nothing. So the exchange rate is much more positive. But if you get points and I get points, then the exchange rate is equal, so it cancels out. So this is actually a really slow move. Also, open sides go before extension. I guess the right side's also open. In my mind, I see this as 4th line versus 4th line, and this one is 3rd line versus, I guess 5th, but technically it could also be 3rd and considered settled, but it's not bad. I think just play an extension, though. I think this is just too slow. This is very greedy. Spread out first. You don't need to do that so early. Also, this is not a good spot at all. So this one's just bad. This is slow, but it is very solid. So there's no reason to go in there. think white has like an idea, but this is not good. Black, I think probably this is more reliable, but it's not that big of a deal. The difference is small. Maybe just take, though. You don't really need to give white this Atari. This is not good. You need to fix your cutting points. This is slow. You don't need this move. You should play a big move, and then later, when you want to play on the right side, you can cut. I don't know why we would play here. This odd timing. I don't know. I don't know what this move does. I don't think it does anything. Make a base. One stone drips 2. You're also creating kind of an extension from this. So this would get everything to survive. Okay, this is a big move. Perfectly fine. This one is small again. Don't forget the open side. So I think black, one of the biggest things, I think, is getting to those open sides. You need to not be afraid to go in. Because if you never get to the big stuff, your opponent's going to get everything. So yeah, this one's slow again. White, you need to get that extension. Here is probably okay. Yeah, this one's really small. That is nice. It's a nice attack, but I think the bottom side is more important right now. But I do like this. This is good reading. You read the ladder, I'm assuming. So that is very good reading. Okay, this one's big. Typically, this is a big move locally, but from the wall kind of wants an extension. So I think I'd rather play an extension and an extension versus an enclosure, and white or black might be able to come in right here. If you're going to fix the cutting point, fix the cutting point, but you don't need to because that cutting point is a ladder. So it's not a big deal. All of these moves should be down here. It's too early to be playing in the center. Okay, so there's a bit of a problem because black is giving white the bottom, and that is too big. But also white is ignoring weaknesses up top right next to a very strong wall. So if I was black, I think what I would try to do is destroy the bottom and then try to get the timing to go attack up top. That would be my plan. Yeah, I think white or black, I think you're just avoiding going in and you just got to go in. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes. And don't push diagonals. It's a bad habit. Yeah, this is just not good. White, this is the chance probably. So you need to go back and fix. This move is not important. There's no cutting point, so you don't need to worry about it. Okay, so who will get to the top first? Descend down. Tiger's mounts are good for eyes, but there's a very fast eye at A1. So if you need to, you can make an eye right there. So that you can get more points by playing B1 for eyes. Uh-oh. Okay, so more life and death problems. This is going to be a double Atari. So you have to connect. So that will be go problems. No, at this point it's just that. So I think you have to go here and say what you can. Okay, this is nice for the center, but I think there's a nice attack up top. Okay. Okay, I guess. This one doesn't really do anything. This is nice to get into the center, but you're ignoring this guy. Knight's moves are cuttable, but this one is not because it is a ladder. So ladders and nets, those are Very important fundamentals. And white, you never really like to connect, do you? I don't think I've seen white connect very much this game. Yeah, this is very massive. If I go right here, then I get 10, 20, 30, like 35 points. That's a lot. It's a lot of points. One stone's not important. Probably we should keep making it big. This cutting point's annoying, so maybe just here. Let's make this as big as we can. What? You have to block. And then run. Ah, are you dead? Oh no! Okay, then yeah, you have to fix or cut. You have to gain liberties, you have to do something. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Whoa, we don't have time to do that. Just, you have to break in. This is 35 points, and that is like 4 or 5. This is 30 points bigger. The way to fix this shape would be to go here, because it fixes both cutting points. Just connect yourself. Stop ignoring your cutting points. Don't push diagonals, it's not good. Maybe start endgame. Yeah, unfortunately this is not an easy shape. The answer is to go here, because you have a tiger's mouth and then a tiger's mouth. But this one's not an easy shape for this level. Unfortunate. Yeah. If we don't know how to stop it, then it's just a nightmare. So maybe just block it like this, and then like that. Maybe it's easier. But probably this one's just going to be game experience. Like, if you can't stop it, it's just a nightmare to try to kick it out. Don't play on the head like this. Shoulder is safer. Also, you need to block your corner. To stop the monkey jump, which is a second line to the first line large knight's move, because you cannot cut this. This is an in-game Tsuji, or an in-game tactic. The way you stop the monkey is you bonk it on the head. Because if they go in, now they cut. Now there's a cut. So they have to back off, and then you can block. Now, even if there's a cutting point, you can block, because if there is a cut, then you just cut back. But in this case, there's not even a cut because it's the tiger's mouth. So because it's not a cut, white should actually do the baby monkey, and then you bonk that one on the shoulder. The reason is you don't want to lose Sente. You want to keep the initiative. So if black bonks it on the shoulder and then blocks here, white still has to fix these stones. And so black has the initiative. So it's better for white to play the baby monkey to keep the initiative, or keep Sente. And then white has the first move. You're not Atari yet. You don't have to fix. Don't fix until you have to. Here. Here. That's dead. Here. And just keep pushing borders. Oh yeah, the top. I forgot about the top. Up here is important. This is an odd timing to resign. Maybe hit the score estimator. Okay, yeah. Okay, maybe it is a good time. Yeah. Okay, so this is very interesting. So I actually think black's fundamentals are much better than white's. However, white has a lot more aggression. So white is a big aggressive type player, and that requires a lot of good reading. So white, you do need to make sure you do lots and lots of go problems in order to play this style. However, I think you very much underestimate defending your weaknesses. I think there was a lot up here that could have gone wrong. You also don't need to play all this fancy stuff. You can be aggressive without doing all that, but maybe, I don't know. You won this game, so I don't know. But I felt like this game you were way over the top fancy, and you're leaving cutting points everywhere. But maybe it's fine until your opponents start cutting you. But once they start cutting you, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. But yeah, I think rather than leaving cutting points, you just need to find the variations, like the attachments that leave you with Sente. It doesn't necessarily mean you leave cutting points, it just means you're doing it very fast and then playing a next big move very fast. And then spreading out very, very fast and then setting up positions to attack with. And since it's attachments, it's very reading heavy. But just because it's reading heavy doesn't mean you don't play the cutting points. Cutting points are the secret to attack and defense. So lots of go problems. Black, I think your fundamentals are good, but I think you are scared of your opponent's positions and you're not playing extensions. So don't fear extensions and don't fear going on your opponent's side of the board. It's a really big board. You have lots of room. So don't you can't fear it. Also, life and death problems will be helpful. That is my advice for both of you, so hopefully you both find that helpful.
Review started.
Okay. So we have 16Q and a 13Q. If you have support, you can actually go fourth line. And this is because you can attack this stone from both sides if they try to go in too soon. But okay, not a bad idea. You want to take the tiger's mouth point. In this shape, whoever plays the wedge first gets the better shape because white is connected and black has cutting points. So that the vita point of a 1-point jump is the tiger's mouth. Okay, so now black gets to wedge first. Okay, so now white has white gets the cut. Oh, white gets cut on the second line, so it's a little bit better for black. Okay. So you can actually block right here. So you can Atari and then Hane, and then they have to fix, and then you can Atari once more, and then connect your cut. If they go out here, it's okay, because you just make a base, and this is really strong. But okay. Defense is fine. Just go here, though. There's no reason to leave a cutting point. If you're spending a move to defend yourself, then make sure it does its job. Because if you do this and you still have a cutting point, it's not very nice. I really don't like that people default to this kick. It's not the end of the world, but I think it leads bad habits. But it's not bad, I guess. Ooh, doing 2 spaces instead of 1 space. Okay. Okay, this is good. It's interesting. I really want to block everywhere and build my position. I think black might have a bigger position, but okay. So let's think about this. I tell my students, open corners, open sides. So once there's a cornerstone, 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 and cornerstone, I think once you have a stone between these 2 lines, or these 2 points, so we have stones, stones, stone, and between these 2, we have a stone. So in other words, because we have a stone on all sides, it is now the center time where you look at the center squares. Okay, so these 4 center squares. So you want to think who has more potential to build a square. So I think the most exciting square is going to be this one. I think this one is the most exciting. It might be yours, might be your opponent's. So this one is kind of shared, so it's not the most exciting. So let's rule that one out. This one's a little more in black's favor because white's on the 3rd line and black's on the 4th line. So that might be interesting. And then here is in white's favor, but white still has one more extension move before they get control of it. So I think this square and this square are the interesting ones, and black is getting this one faster. So let's go for this square. And typically we can think about 1-point jumps. So maybe here. Maybe do this first. Well, I don't like that cutting point. Maybe it's okay. And then jump. But, this cutting point's annoying. I don't like how many cutting points we have. So maybe double digit Q. It's fine. It's fine. We're right now. Let's just do our stuff and look at this square. But this is not a bad move. I just try to tell my students to look more at the squares because the center is underutilized below 5Q. Okay, this is fine. And white is breaking into the center, so it's also okay for white. This is okay. I think here is a little bit better because we destroy this square. This is a nice move if you know the follow-up. Ooh, we do! Very nice! Oh, not quite, not quite, not quite. So the idea is if black plays here, you cut, black plays here, you move, black captures a stone like that, and you get the square control. But if you go right here, you have to block this side. Yeah, because if you don't, black actually missed the chance. Black can break through right here and destroy the square. So that would be unfortunate. This is nice defense. But I want to say this is better, and that is because it has less forcing moves. So if I go right here, I think it's Sente because of the Ataris. So we don't need to give forcing moves, so I think it's better just to fix it. This one's a 2 cuttable. If I go right here, and you block, and then I push and cut, that is not good. So this one is cuttable. So you have to push, and then probably you need to break out right here. If you destroy this square, then white got both of the important squares. Okay, so now white is about to threaten this left square. So if white gets another move, say right here, we're getting the left square. Typically, if you can't double Hane, typically if you can't double Hane, you want to jump. And you can double Hane when black has low liberties, so let's check. Let's say black responds, I double Hane, and can black come out? Technically black gets cut, but both sides are fine, so I want to say yes. It's not a huge deal for black. So let's just jump. This is a nice cap, because it's saying, hey, I'm either going to get this square or I'm going to get that square. And so black gets to choose. Okay. Black, you could also choose this shape, this night-night shape, because you get this square. I really want this move, though, because it really stops white from going too far in. So, like, if we Atari, then here, 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 and then here. Now, if white cuts, it's still a fight that we should have the advantage in. But if we block right here and white goes in, we can't just cut. So it's a very big difference. Okay, so now this square is shared. So there's only one square left before endgame. Oh, I got the big one. It's very nice. Can't double Hane. So in this case, nobody is correct, because if we double Hane, then we cut. So if I try to double Hane, Atari, Atari, and then boom. This one is Dame. I don't think there's a reason to play right here. So several ideas pop in my head. I think this one's okay. This one's as good as anything. Another one is potentially here. If you are very confident in yourself, you could probably think about here, because if you survive, then you've destroyed a massive chunk of Black's position. However, it is a very dangerous life and death problem, so it's not easy to play at all. You could also look at the line of influence, this little large knight right here. There's two ways to... Oh, this is an extra large knight, sorry. So you could threaten right here. And then Hane, Atari, connect. Maybe you could try to be a little bit more exciting and play like an attach and then go in. But yeah, definitely the idea here, I think, is just to look at this section. And I think you did that, so I think you did perfectly fine. Careful, don't get cut. This is interesting. So if I go here, 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 you just connect, right? Yeah. This one's interesting. And if I go here, you Atari. If I go here, take their Hane, Atari, their cut, down, down. Ah. But then what if I go here, and then here, and then I can't squeeze because that's some goes to Atari. So if we can read that deeply, then this move's bad. But technically, just go here. This is the easiest. Requires very little reading because you're just connected. So maybe don't be so fancy. Fancy people go broke. This is another Dame move. I'm not sure why you keep attaching to these, but it's not good. It doesn't really get you anything. Uh-oh, that has a lot of cutting points. I don't know why we're playing these moves. All we really have to do is just see Atari and then fix, and we've destroyed the square. All we have to do is destroy the square. What's happening? What? Okay, black, you want to block right here. That way you still get some of the square. Nice eye. Nice catch. So this will be a life and death problem. I'm not sure if it's greedy or not, though. I think it might be greedy, because there's a lot of Aji right here. I think this might be greedy. No, maybe it's not. What if I go here? Interesting. And then if I go here, you go here, I go here, you just Atari. Wow, this is a very nice point. Good find. And this to send down is a good find too. This one's not good. Just connect. Yeah. One mistake. Very nice moves, but one mistake. Tiger's Mouth. If white goes here, let's see. If you go here, white stops the eye over here. Stops the eye there, and that's at least a ko. What if I just can? No, you have to. Wait. It's 2-3. I'm blind. I'm blind. I'm sorry. I thought there was a Tsuji, but I'm just completely missed the black at 2 liberties. Oh, I feel silly. Okay, regardless. Regardless, man, no, I guess yours is safer. Never mind. I'm just wrong. I'm just wrong. Yeah, white did really good reading there. That was impressive. You want to block. You have to block white from coming in. That's the point here. Okay, in-game time. That's fine. That one's not fine. Yeah, this one's not fine. If I go right here, you have to connect, and then I just fix. So you've actually lost points now. So just play the center moves. So you could go into 3-3 if you want, but if we just want to finish the game, second first line Sente, second first line Sente, second first line Sente. Push the border and Sente. Push the border and Sente. And then large Gote. Yeah, I think that'll be the end game. This is greedy. Don't get too greedy. You're winning. Okay. This is not the correct shape. There's nothing here to build. That you're trying to get a. This is for getting like a square, but the square is like cut in half. So you don't want the square anymore. You just want to reduce and play in-game. This one's not good. It's the same as on the right. You need the knight's move. Maybe you didn't recognize it was the cap shape. Black, you could push and activate cutting points, and then start the in-game. This is greedy. Ah, white's getting so greedy. This is very, very small. This is half a point. Just play the in-game. 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 Just play all the in-game. This one's bad. Just connect, because you give yourself the D19 in the future. And if black wants to protect it in Gote, then that's good for you. So this is letting black protect it in Sente, so that's a bad exchange. Connections are better. Do not play that. Connections are much better. This has 2 co-threats. It's 2 co-threats right there. Unnecessary. You only do this Tiger's Mouth if you need eyes. If you need eyes, it's good. This is not good. But this is actually bad on many levels. I understand how it happened. You're like, oh, white can put me into Atari and force me to connect, so I have to connect, therefore I'll just connect. But there's many, many reasons that's wrong. So firstly, if white doesn't have you into Atari, you don't have to do anything, you can ignore. Secondly, if you block with this one, you still get the point. And that way you're preventing white's Atari. So you not only didn't take Sente, you also took your own point in Gote. Stop being fancy, you're winning. Just finish the game, you're winning. Black, I think noticing that this was Sente would have been really helpful. Unfortunate. Yeah, you have to... Ah, the reading. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Oh, no. Oh, wait. No. You have to fix this cut. If you fix the cut, you won the game. Oh! Wow, that went not how I expected it would. Hold on. So, this is greedy, first of all, because of that cutting point. Yeah, you didn't need to do any of this because you're winning, but then you actually did manage to connect. This is interesting because you didn't see that, but it's okay. And then all you have to do is fix, and you've destroyed this entire position, but you didn't notice your own cutting points. So I think you have a weakness. You're trying to use Tesujis against your opponent, and it's fine to look at these, but you can't magically have a Tesuji. If it's not there, it's not there. So I think more Go problems. Also, you don't only look at your opponent's problems. You have to look at yours too. And the worst thing to do is to try to use a Tesuji or a tactic. The worst thing to do is to activate a tactic when you have weakness, because that's going to come up in the middle of the sequence. So that's definitely not good. Oh, so it completely backfired. That's interesting. Reduce the ice space. Reduce the ice space and then block, but it is 4 in a row. Unfortunate. Just descend. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, what if I go here? Is that any different? Because if you do that and I do that and you do that, I do that, it is not 4 now. But what if I play a Tiger's Mouth instead? I have to take your eye. Then you Atari. I go, you go, but then it's still only 1 eye. So I think I want to say that is the way to kill white. Let's see if the AI agrees, because it'll give, oh, of course, that's the answer. Why would that not be the? Okay. This is safer. The problem here is if I go right here and you go right here, I can Atari and then make that a false eye. Now you still have this, but you can see how it's actually not as, you were trying to be safe, but it's actually not. So this one technically works, but this one is just better. So more Go problems for both players, I think. And also just keep playing. And hopefully I gave you guys some hints about looking at the center more. And I think both players could improve the endgame quite a bit. All right, and hopefully you both found that review helpful. All right.
Review started.
Okay, so we're at 13Q and 12Q. Make the base. It's important basics. Wait, if you want to be aggressive here, you could go here. And this is poking the knight's move and taking the base. And then just accept. So it's actually quite aggressive. If you want to be really aggressive, you can even go here. So this can really damage this. Yeah. Technically, it would be better to have this stone right here. So this stone is in the wrong spot. Knight's moves are cuttable. This one's a little too early, though, because this one is a ladder. So if black goes here, white goes here, that is a ladder. So make sure you're doing your ladder go problems. White could go here, which is interesting. But is this a 12Q move? I don't think it's a 12Q move. Yeah, I want to say this is just too early. Another way you could attack this shape is just the shoulder hit. So I'm not sure how to call this, like the awkward elephant. So if the elephant is a diagonal 1-point jump, right? This is an elephant's eye. So if the elephant is a diagonal 1-point jump, then this is the awkward elephant, I guess. So the awkward elephant has a very annoying weak point on these two, because when you push through, you actually have cut the elephant with a move helping you, so it's actually really painful. Okay, so this is much better for white. So black, I think your knight's move earlier on has been punished, so hopefully that will be a good lesson. Do not play a 2-space from a Shamari. This is a very common mistake. This is saying I want territory. You do not, in fact, want territory. You want an extension, because if you try to get territory and I get territory somewhere, then both players get territory and no one gets anything because it cancels out. Go is an exchange rate game, not a territory game. Therefore, black should be trying to develop. So for example here, and we're trying to get white to come in, because if our opponent comes in, we get to attack and surround it. Attacking is a positive exchange rate, so it's a lot more valuable. This is a big move. I think this cut and taking this base is quite nice, but let's think about this for a second. So there's a stone in every corner, so we know the open corners are done. Also, there is something between the corner moves on every side. There's a stone between the corner moves on every side of the board. Okay, so that means we need to start looking at this square, this square, this square, and this square. So let's look at the 4 center squares. This one looks like it's scary for black. This one looks like it's shared, but if white gets to attack and go up, you can see that white will get control of that one. This one looks shared, so we're not interested in that one right now. And then this one looks shared as well, but if we get to attack, maybe something comes out of it. So I want to say this square and this square are the interesting squares of the center. Okay, so with that being said, there is weakness right here for black, and we love to attack. Let's attack for profit. Well, if we want this square, a great way to attack this group might even be here, because now we are getting a square while attacking, right? That's an idea, right? That's an idea. It just gives us something to start with. I think this one's quite nice, and then we could just jump, 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 and you can see you're still getting quite a nice position. The idea with the cut seems interesting, but the problem is if black sacrifices it and then destroys the square while running away, then you don't really get that much profit. Okay. So I think attack the square while building the center, I think would be the answer. So I want to say this move or the shoulder hit should be the answer. And this is a nice move to defend yourself, defense first. If we're worried about the top right corner, or the top right square, then I think a shoulder hit would be the move here. That destroys the square quite nicely. I mean, yeah, this is definitely a move. The problem is this move only gets half the square, and you need a full square, or something close to a full square. So this is not big enough, unfortunately. If I was to play up here, what I would want is the 4th line territory in Sente, but there's no forcing. There's nothing forcing here. So I think you thought the same thing, so which is why you went here. But if I just make this exchange and then go do something else, maybe here, maybe build this square while looking at you, might be interesting. I could also start threatening something right here, like kind of half square, half square. This is really flat. Do not do this. You got to develop something at some point. If you go here, there's a double tigers, which is nice. You could just play a 1-point jump, is very nice. You want white to come in here. This is exactly what you want. This would be very ideal. So this is the opposite of what you want. This is what you don't want. This is really, really, really flat. Now it is points, so it's not nothing, but points are only so-so. So if I go, let's say right here, push it down, and then let's say I go right here, and then right here, and I just keep threatening to cut you off. Let's say I peep the Shamari, okay? And then I give you everything you want. Give you everything you want. And let's say I get control of the center. What's a good move? Maybe one more exchange right here. Maybe something like this. Okay, so let's see. This was yours, and this was yours. So we don't count that because I have a corner right here and right here. So all we have to worry about is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24-ish. Okay, so I immediately already have let's count 2 points for each stone of thickness. So 2, 4, 6, 8. We'll give it 9 right there. 9. So I need 13 more points. So here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then potential for another 15 right here. And then black only has this much, and I still have this right here. So I feel like white is quite a bit ahead on this position. Hopefully that made sense. It might not look like white's ahead, but once you start counting the numbers, it actually comes out quite a bit in white's favor. Yeah, so I think you could have leaned a little bit more, but it's the same idea. Same idea, so white's doing good here. This is possible. Definitely destroys the square. I think probably you need to go here, though. You focused the entire game on territory, so you don't want to give either of the squares. So maybe right here is possible. Maybe actually right here as well. We're 12Q. We don't attach a 12Q. It's maybe right here as well. Destroy stuff. Because you're up on points. If white doesn't get the center, then you win. It's a nice move that is cuttable. So shoulder and then jump back. It's probably the idea. This one has a cutting point, which is really nasty. Cutting points are important. This is slow. You already have the side. There's no way that stone gets in. So go keep destroying it somehow. Destroy the squares. Oops. No, you have to go here. Liberties are important. Ah! Oops. It's like a 15-point difference. Okay. So liberties and cutting points, liberties and cutting points. Fundamentals of attack and defense. Okay. So I'm going to say this one is going to be cutting go problems. It looks like black, you're not seeing your weaknesses, and white, you're not seeing your opponent's weaknesses. This is both players made a mistake right here. So cutting points are very important. Okay, this is a nice runaway move, but now how are you going to make up for the right side? We've lost the center square. So now black at the right side for free. Okay, only choice now is to like start getting some cash. We're way too low on cash now because we didn't get any of the centers and black at the whole right side. This is something. Black doesn't even need to be here. I think black should just destroy the bottom and start in-game and black wins. That's the nice thing about being up on points. Typically we double Hane, but it is dangerous to do in this position. No, it's fine. You have a friend. Maybe it's dangerous. But I think the point is we don't even need to be here. There's nothing here. That's a ladder. Ladder. Whoops. This is Dame. There's Blackstone and Blackstone. This is Dame. Get your territory. Also, you have cutting points, but you're short on territories. You don't have time to fix them. That is nice, but this is the awkward elephant again. So that is a bad shape. So let's poke and cut the awkward elephant. So instead, play a shoulder hit. That is a large knight's move, not an awkward elephant. Much more connected. Oh, I did do this. Nice. Ooh. Okay, well that has 3 cutting points. Too soon. This is probably the simplest Okay, yeah, I guess nothing's simple. Whatever. Why would the game be easy? Oh, now it is, because you use the Atari. And then cut. Ah, missed the chance. Oh no, ladders! Oh, okay, white. Do some ladder go problems. You are not reading ladders. Ladders are killing you. Black, double Atari. Capture the cutting stones. So black is not seeing how important getting connected is, and white is not able to cut properly. That's kind of what's happening in this game. You can, because these two stones probably can't go anywhere, you can go here. Mm-hmm. Nice. Oops. Oops. Go problems. Uh-oh. You're not seeing your own cutting points now. I think you're panicking. Oh, luck. Cut. It's a double Atari right here. And then a ladder. Cutting points.
Carolyn's 24 just followed.
Yeah, unfortunately it's just falling apart for white. When the cutting points don't work, everything just falls apart. Oh, it's just getting worse. Yeah, it's fine. Sometimes it's just a domino effect. You can be playing really well, and then something bad happens, and then maybe you panic, and then it just goes down. Yeah, it's unfortunate. So I think both players' cutting points is very large. This is not needed. Yeah, both players are the cutting points, and ladders are going to be a thing for white as well. And both players, I think, can learn more about the center. And black, when you're up on points, destroy the center and destroy your opponent's points because you're already ahead, so just make sure white doesn't get anything. And then be careful about playing lots of dame moves. I think that's the big lessons this game. Also, the awkward elephant. The awkward elephant is cuttable. Just go in. If it's only one stone, just let it die. Maybe actually just let it die. It's massive. Only one stone. So end game is going to be second line, second line, second line, first line. Here, that's a big one. It's Gote, but it's a big one. Yeah, get all those Sente moves. Oh no! This is a very large move. This is good. However, you ignored a monkey jump, so you can't only look at your plans. You have to see your opponent's plans. And then you try to ignore the Gote moves. This is a monkey jump, but you have a cutting point. Did you check it? Let's find out. Push. There. Atari. There. Atari. There. 1, 2, 3 to 1, 2. However, what if I start gaining liberties? I guess you can go to the 3, 3. Or can you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it looks like black wins. However, that's incredibly dangerous. I don't know if I would trust my entire fate to that. Bonk it on the head. Very good. Ooh, you gotta back up. You gotta back up. You gotta back up. And then here. And the cutting board activates. Whoops. Uh-oh. Monkey got bonked on the head and didn't respond correctly. That's interesting. I think it's bad, but it's very interesting. Very nice. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so the answer is here. Don't give black the options. And then it becomes a very easy go problem. Yeah. That's a nice find, though. That's a cool Tsuji. Okay, so black just came up with something cool. It's fine. Just keep doing go problems. I don't think it's anything you can do about that. Sometimes cool things happen. Oh no! Oh no, black! You'll have to go here. Otherwise your opponent gets to do the cool thing now. Wait, what? You have to fight the cow, yeah? It's a cow. Okay, well, there's a lot of reading problems in there. More go problems. More go problems for everyone. No reason you can't do this. This is the ladder again. That's the problem. Okay, yeah, definitely got to do ladder problems. You're missing a lot of ladders. Black. Oh, fudge. Black, you also need to stop going too deep. Especially when you're winning. If you're winning, just finish the game. Don't keep going crazy. Just win the game. This is interesting, but doesn't work. Also, you're attacking without checking your own weaknesses first. So if I go right here, and then there, and then there, and then there, and then there. I do lose 3 stones, but yours is a lot bigger. I mean, I get it. You're technically correct, but also this is a big cutting point. Oh. Oh no, nobody sees it. Nobody sees it. Oops. Snap back. Okay. Oh, we still don't see it. Oh no. I was wondering who would see it, but this one is actually, you have 2 ways to play. Okay, I'm out of time for this game. I just wanted to see if it would be found, but the double Atari did not get found. That's very funny. Oh! Okay, go problems for everyone. Go problems for everyone. All right, hopefully you both found the review helpful. Okay, and that is it for the first half of the reviews. Now we gotta pull up the second half. Okay. I gotta throw something at my wife. I need something soft to throw at my wife. I need a charger, please. Okay, it's game number 1. Game number 2. Game number 3. Alrighty.
Review started.
This is not USB-C.
I thought your phone was lightning.
Is it?
iPads are USB-C.
You're right. I'm sorry. I should never have doubted my wife. She is correct. Okay. Single digit Q. Nothing. Try to plug it into your computer and just turn it on.
Oh wait.
Thank you. Love you too. Okay. Ooh, this one. I think this is a mistake. Oh, let me see. I want to say it's here. That doesn't change anything. The eye space is still the same. Arguably, it's worse because now black can do this Incente if they want. Let me actually double check. I think I just looked at this like yesterday. Hold on. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, that's with the Knight's move, not the Hane. I wanted to give you a quick answer, but I guess I don't have one. Ah, no. That's the problem. Interesting. So it's very similar variations, but not quite this one. It's more with the 3 in a row than the 2 in a row. Interesting. Okay. So technically, the variation I was thinking of was this one. Where black wants to go here, and then we do this. And if white does this, we get to cut through. And then there's some questions in here, but yeah, technically not this one. So yeah, I think if it was me and I don't know what to do, I'm just gonna play basics, which is keep my eye space in the corner, right? This is like super basic. At this point, maybe I could just break out, but the idea is I want to keep my eye space and not get surrounded. That is the fundamental. So even if I don't know what to do, I would do that. But S18 is an important vital point. Typically, we want to pincer if our opponent ignores, because we're not actually interested in the corner. Extend first. This is important. You need to make sure that you have the liberties to do this. Make a base. Base, 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 base. Bases are important. Yep, take the base. Very good as well. Okay, so far I like black's position much better. Okay, very nice big move. I want to say the bottom right's more thick. I want to push it to the thicker side. But I guess it doesn't matter too much. No, this is bad. This is attaching your weak groups. If you want to develop, so let's look at the squares. We have a square right here, square right here, square right here, square right here. Okay. The problem here is this is not alive, which is kind of important. So I think my first instinct is to take away that peep to live. So maybe like exchange here and then take away the peep. And now I'm alive and I can do what I want. But okay, let's assume that we don't think we're weak. This is potentially a weak group, but you're not going to get the cash in the square. This square is probably going to be shared, but not impossible to build. This one I think is a lot easier to build for black. This one is undecided yet because white hasn't gotten the extension yet, but potentially that can be interesting too. So I think I care about this one the most, and then that one second. So, with that being said, how can I attack the weak group in a way that helps the square? Well, I know this side variation. This is a very common side pattern to build. So I think I would like this. But again, this peep is important. If you want to survive, just survive. Don't make your opponent stronger if you can help it. That's like a last resort. Unfortunate. Oh, this is super small. You're alive now, right? Yeah, you're just alive. 100%. Like 105%, 150%. I don't know. You got a eye, yet 2.5 eyes. Unnecessary, especially here. You're alive. This is a very important timing because white has to do what to kill you. So if white takes, you block, and you're alive. If white goes here, you take, You're super alive. Yeah, so bad Tanuki timing. I would just pincer. You want to be the attacker. Make both sides weak, not just you. This feels like a very easy move for white. You're worried about the ladder breaker, but you shouldn't. And that is because you just net because you can squeeze it and you are okay. That way you don't have to lose an entire move for it. And typically to the attach, the follow-up is the Hane. It's like the Joseki. This is very greedy. You are weak right here. You need to respect the weak group play defense. Trying to get a second weak group with all these black stones is far too much. This is just a ladder. Oops. Just connect. Cuts and liberties. Ladders, nets, cuts, liberties. All the 20Q stuff is how we win at single digit Q. Unnecessary. Go attack the giant weak group. That is one stone. Okay. Don't push diagonals. Bad shape. Surround. Okay, again, let's look at the square that we want. See, this center square is looking pretty shared, so we don't want that one. This center square is also getting pretty shared. And then this center square is looking pretty shared, so it's actually quite difficult to make a decision here. But one thing I notice is white is floating right here, and white is floating right here. So, what about a square right here? That's an interesting idea. So, if we think about it that way, maybe we can come up with something. So what about right here? And see if we can get these to like lean in on each other. If we can get these to attack each other, that would be optimal. So I think that's my plan, is to get the groups to attack each other and then try to get some points for free and then start in-game in Sente. This feels greedy. Oh, we're going to attack with the weak group again? Okay. Weak groups are not strong. They are not good support to an invasion and to a Tsuji. This is not a good timing. You are vastly underestimating how weak groups are. Cap. That is the shape here. And then jump, which is also the knight's move of the elephant. Pushing diagonals is a bad habit. That is not Sente. Very nice. Okay. I said it wasn't Sente, but maybe I rushed it a bit. So if we read, the reason this doesn't work is because I go here, but you just sacrifice it to kill me. You lose this entire position, though, so maybe it's okay. Maybe this is still okay. But if I had read that in advance, I think I would like to have a stone here first, and then I go here. Now, if I do it, it's a lot simpler. But I guess that's a ko, huh? Maybe it's actually worse. Maybe not doing it is better. Interesting. Okay, if you don't see any of that, then you need to make sure you don't die. So here, here, here. Don't do this without checking your own weaknesses. So this is why also we don't play in 10 seconds like I am doing right now, because I am reviewing. Yeah, I guess ko's the only option. That is unfortunate. It definitely backfired for us. That's not Sente. Yeah, very, very nice. I think you have to guarantee the kill, right? I would spend quite a bit of time. If you're 100% white is dead, sure. You can play elsewhere. But you gave up like an entire position and a corner to kill this. You need to make sure it's dead. But okay, I'm going to assume you made sure it's dead. So we're trying to play defense up here. I don't hate this move. I think I would prefer to do this because of this stone's low liberties. Yeah, white's going to test it. It's fine. This move does nothing. Unless black doesn't take the second eye. Hold on. If I take the second eye, you go here, I can just bamboo. Yep, I think black got... What? Hold on, am I missing something? Okay, I Hane right here. Black plays. I play a tiger's mouth. Okay, so push doesn't work. There is the J group shape. And there's no squeeze, right? No. Okay, I guess not. Okay. I gotta trust Black's reading. Uh-huh. Yup. This is don't push diagonals, bad habit. You hurt your own liberties. Okay, nice. But careful, don't overdo it. Oh, okay, very nice. Black's playing quite well here. White's trying to cause trouble and black just won't let it happen. I'm going to assume black has a plan for this, right? Yeah. And then if I get a ladder breaker or net breaker or something, there's nothing here I can come up with, huh? There's no way I can get this 5 in Sente. I don't know. I'm having trouble coming up with something. Also, I'm only able to look at this for like 30 seconds. I got nothing. I don't know what I can do. Maybe start in-game. No, this is game over. If you can't come up with something, then it's game over. Okay, what about here? Maybe? I don't know, it's something. This is just dumb, unfortunately. Yep. Looks like there's nothing else to think about. I think black handled the game quite well after killing this group, especially considering it was black's mistake. Yeah, this being black's mistake, black was able to recover and handle it quite well. It's like black leveled up in the middle of it. But yeah, I think the big issue is white had a weak group and then chose to invade. And then they have a weak group and they're trying to attack from it. You want to use black's weaknesses to survive, not to try to attack with it. So let's see. If I'm trying to help this group, I could play a diagonal, I could play a tiger's mouth, I could play a peep. Peep is bad shape though. So maybe just the diagonal, and then I can threaten to cut in the future. But also, don't play this in the first place. Just run away. I think just run away here, diagonal. Maybe do this first and then diagonal. Maybe here, jump. And that's assuming 3 is Sente. Yeah, whatever. It's assuming the 3 is sent out. You could do that. Otherwise, just here or here. The point is play defense. Defense, defense, defense. Defense. But, yeah, and pushing diagonals is bad. If we don't play defense, then we get in a lot of trouble when we attack, because it can backfire. But I think after this, Black won this fight for the corner, Black just played like really, really well. I don't really think Black made any giant blunders. Yeah. I think that's gonna be it. Yeah, just defense first for White, and Black make sure that you keep doing go problems, because looks like your reading was quite well. You just got to make sure that you don't miss anything. Yeah, nice game. Okay.
Review started.
Ding dong. Okay, 8Q and 10Q. Okay. Ooh, we're gonna ignore our base. This is our base. Also, Black needs a base. Oh no, don't do that. I don't know what that is. Make a base. This looks like it looks like a Joseki or something that's not being played right. Like, I think maybe this came from a Joseki, but this is not the situation wherever it was. Of course we make a base. This is the only move. The only idea anyway. Technically we do that if we had a white stone over here. So like if I wanted to try to make an exchange right here first, then I could think about that idea. But either way, just make a base. That's all you got to do. Okay. I really want this move. Black is alive, and now Black can pincer the bottom later. It's really urgent. Okay, so let's think about this. Is White a weak group? That is the big question. If no, which I want to say White doesn't think of themselves as a weak group right now. Okay, if no, then let's settle this. Let's do simple for both. Simple settles. Now let's look at the center squares. So this square, I think, is definitely very interesting. This square is also interesting for Black. That one is shared, and that one is shared. So these two squares, I think, would be to where to go. So this stone wants an extension. So what if I take that away while building this square? That seems quite nice. No, we don't block the corner. If we wanted the corner, then we want to play like this or something. If I'm after this square, I really want this move. Then a strong shape would be here. Right, and then that happens, and then if I can get something in here. Then let's get an extension first. What if I peep the large knight? I guess I can just do that and get 2 squares and just make it Mii. We want to look at the squares. This one is small. It just helps White. Maybe just get an extension. That might be the best bet here. Get an extension and start looking at the squares. White, just go here. No reason to make Black stronger. Wait, if you're gonna play if you're gonna play single life, play this one. This one is where everyone's base is. Both sides are alive over here. This is nice for the top right for Black, but I think I would rather have a move out here. That way we look at this square. What? No, just block. Don't be fancy. Just do the job. Don't be fancy. Okay, I do like this. You are taking the base while making a base. Making a base, very nice. This is okay. Unsettle is perfectly fine. Interesting. So we're looking at this square, but we do get cut in this variation. No, we just go here. And if White wants to build this square, we can come back and cut. Okay, so this square has become nothing, so we do have a weak white group. This square is probably nothing. This one is probably nothing, so there's only one square left. So we want to drag this in and around to get to this square, and then destroy the bottom and start endgame is probably a long-term plan. That looks small. That looks really small. Okay, that is big. We are destroying the bottom right. Probably I would high approach. This way I can cancel out this square, and then also cancel out the side. So let's look at the points. Let's say, let's do a fast 20, 30, 40. Let's do a fast count. 15, 20. This should be another 15. So 35, 40. Yeah, so this should be perfectly stable, I think. We do something like this. Yeah, it's probably good enough. It's a pretty safe game. If you want to go kind of crazy, you could go for the avalanche and then start looking at the right side and destroying the center square. If you want to do that, that's also possible. Okay, this is nice and simple, though. It's okay. Technically, this is supposed to be Sente, but the reason it's Sente is because I can lean to build this square, but if you destroy the square, maybe it's okay. Okay, definitely want to go high. If you have support on both sides, you want to develop. Okay, white needs to get something. White just gave away 10 points. If you want to do that, you shoulder the outside and jump backwards. That way you can build... Actually, sorry, let's connect this one. That way you can build this position. However, since black's right here, it's really difficult to build. So I want to say black's a little bit ahead. This is all really small. Okay, so there's only one center section left, which is this section, right? So how do we do anything with that? The only weakness is right here. There's a large knight that we can peep. It's 2 space, so we got a cap. So I think the only thing to think about is attacking this and try to get something right here. And if we get nothing, it's okay. Just cancel it out and Sente and start endgame and black wins. I think that's the only plan left. Don't push diagonals, that is bad shape. We don't have to do anything here. We can just ignore. Maybe turn. Just Nobi down. That way you get the monkey jump and stuff. This is really small. I think neither player can figure out what to do in the center. It's a confusing center. If you don't know what to do, if no one can build anything, then just start in-game. At least the in-game's like worth 10 to 20 points. If you really can't find anything, then start in-game. Okay, this is possible, but what is it going to do? I feel like white could just counterattack, honestly. And now if white's the one who gets something, that's going to be problematic, because now white's getting stuff. Okay, no one's really getting anything now. Everything's dominating. Don't try to kill. This is greedy. Black is not surrounded yet. Don't try to kill until it's surrounded. You want to think profit, not kill. You want to say, hey, there's weakness right here. How can I use this weakness to get something in Sente and then start in-game? Because even if you just get 5 points and start in-game, that's like really valuable. It could be like 25 points. Trying to kill when it's not surrounded. There's that button again. It's greedy and gonna get you nothing. It's actually gonna hurt you because now your stone only has 3 liberties. The problem is it's Gote. 5 points in Gote is not worth endgame. There we go. Nobis! Nobis are your friend, because Nobis are Sente. Hanes are Gote. Give yourself R1 later. If your opponent wants to take that away, you get Sente. So don't let them block their corner in Sente. That's bad. No, you're good on eyes. Don't get the co-threats. If you don't need the eyes, don't get the co-threats. That is overplay. Wait, what? Just clamp. Here. More go problems. This will be squeeze the Sujis. Probably. Yeah, I want to say this is squeeze the Sujis. Clamp and throw in and stuff is like squeeze the Sujis. Definitely missed the chance there. Nice, Nobi. Nice, Nobi. Nice. This is also nice, but I would like to do this. Not nice. We need to get to this move. Very large. Okay, very nice counter to get Sente by white. Connections are better unless you need the eyes, because that is co-threats. And then you might die. Okay, now we're playing a bunch of 1-point moves. Don't push diagonals. That's Dame. That's 2 points. That's 1 point. Okay. Okay. That is 1 point. That is 1 point. That is 1 point. There we go. There's Sente. Connections are better. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. No one really wants to play that, huh? It's really big. This one's also looking pretty nice, because if white ignores, this Atari and the nose is really nice. This is more squeeze the Sujis. So that means one is Sente, which means it's really big. Okay, this is good by white. Uh-oh, that looks greedy. That can't work, right? There's no way that works. Yeah, there's no way that works. However, the problem is, I think if we do this, then white can cut in Sente. But then if I do that and extend, but then white extends, huh? That's not good. So that means when white does this, I have to give that up to come back and kill these. Okay, it works. In that case, just fix and then fix. Nice. Connections are better than tiger's mouths. Okay, so black has given 1, 2, 3, 4 co-threats now with the in-game. And if a co-threat's worth, what, 0.1 or 0.25 points? Something like that. You've lost almost a point. White, this should have been white's. White, before you do that, take the Sente. Take the Sente ones first. And actually, now it makes this Sente, I believe. Because if I... Atari... Nope, I'm just wrong. Okay, that's fine. Fine, that's fine. I'm just wrong. It's okay. No big deal. Okay. That's not Sente. You're not an Atari yet. Here. If you're not an Atari, you don't have to connect. Okay, cutting points look okay. Okay. Okay, yep. That's Dame, right? Yep, that's definitely Dame. Okay, this is fine to try, I think. It's difficult enough to read that I think it's fine to try. Ooh, nice catch. Good reading. Yeah, good reading. You caught that this move wasn't Sente. Good job. This is 1 point, I believe. Or no, it's 2 because it's Sente. Yeah. Is there anything else? No, maybe it's time for that. Okay, maybe this is good. There's no way it's time for it. That's 1.5, and this is 2. Okay, so half point co. Follow up is 1, 2, 3. So it's 1.5. So this is 2.5 point move, and this is a 2 point move. This is a 2 point move, 1 point move, 2 point move. I want to say this one is slightly bigger than this, but okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's clearly difficult enough. This one is smaller than this one. That one is not Sente, and that one is. Okay. Any other Dame? No. Any Goose to Sujis? Goose, 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 goose. Nope, I see nothing. Important Dame first. Very nice. Perfectly fine to try. This shouldn't work if I read it right. Did I not read it right? Ah, why do I glance read? Dot, 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 dot. Oh, let's just see what happens. Yeah, that doesn't work. If we do this, that is 2 liberties on the outside, unfortunately. Okay, so let's check the one I was thinking of. Here, here, here. Atari there. Atari there. Atari there. 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 Okay, I don't think I saw 12. Okay. Okay. I only saw this in 10 seconds. So, okay, it works. Connection has more liberties. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 to 1, 2, 3, 4. Black plays first, but can we make it I versus no I? I don't think so. I don't think so. Nope, we can't. We can't. Dang it. Nice goose to Suji. Yep. Oh, remember all those code threats that Black made earlier in the game? I gotta be careful. Looks like this is gonna be bigger than any of the tiger's mouths, but still. This is why you don't want to leave code threats laying around. Yeah. Local threats first. Yeah, actually, so this one actually should have been after this one, because local threats first. Does that work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yep. That's Gote. Let me check. Okay, so I take. What does it do? What? Dot. I have no idea what this does. Is there no other code threat?
Joe O'Marcuslf just followed.
Well, we got these. There's at least a code threat right here. This is not a code threat, unfortunately. What if I go here? Nah, this doesn't do anything. Okay. What? It's already yours. It's already yours. I think you panicked. Oh, this is Japanese rules too. Oh no, you panicked. Interesting end. Interesting. Yeah, you actually don't need anything from this co. I think probably you're like, oh, there's no way I can win it, but you don't need to win it. You just need like a couple points. I mean, this was White's problem, right? And it was you were filling Dame, and you found something. So just get a couple points and it's fine. Let's see, what was the score? 2.5 points. Oh my gosh. This almost cost you the game. You were like so close to this being the game losing move. Yeah, I think you could have gotten a code threat. Here's one right here as well. That was a code threat as well. Is there anything that Black could have ignored to kill this? Let's see. That is definitely Sentai. Definitely Sentai. Okay. 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 24, 26, 28, 24, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 24, 16, 30, 32, 34. That's probably fine. Yeah, all Black needs to do is get one of these Ataris. Any of them. This one's quite nice too. Yeah, and hopefully you both found that review helpful.
Review started.
Okay, 6Q. I personally like getting a stone over here. Like maybe like that to help the stone. You could also do like Kobayashi as white. But I don't know. Yeah, this one I don't really like. Interesting. What the fudge? Okay. No, this is this is not good at all. You have a cutting point, and White's on the third line instead of the second line. This is very bad. This can't be a move. It has to be here or here. I think those are the most common ones. Don't think this one is. I think it might be some sort of trick move or something. But I think the common one is here and here. This one's an interesting one as well. I remember that one being a weird one. This is a very good for White. Yeah. No, I think White's ahead now. I think I would double Hane this. Just really drive this to your advantage. The left side is also quite big. Okay, but let's also think about this. Let's think about this. Okay, so cornerstone, 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 cornerstone. Something between there, something between there, lots of somethings between there, and several somethings between there. Okay, so we're done with opening. Okay, there's something between every cornerstone. So let's look at the squares. Boom, 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 and draw better squares in your head than I am drawing right now. Okay. I doubt Black's gonna get that if we get the double Hane. Black can get this because of this little sequence. So Black can look at this square. So we'll say that one's a question mark. Black definitely can get this square. I don't know if White's going to get this one unless we get this double Hane. So I want to say this double Hane both stops that one, builds that one, or we can go destroy this one completely with a shoulder hitter, or a cap, or a peep, or a Joseki. There's lots of ways. What? The shape is here. Oh my gosh, this bottom right corner. Everything else looks very normal, but this bottom right corner is like really bad. We gotta go in. You don't have time to build. You have to destroy Whites. I'm not worried about that right now. Don't worry about that right now. Let's see. There's 2 center quadrants. I want to say black's is bigger, so let's destroy it. So shoulder hit. That'd be a great way to destroy both. And not quite up on points just yet, huh? But that right side's quite nice. That's very odd. Oh, you're getting a base. That makes sense. Careful of your cutting points. Oh, don't peep, don't peep, don't peep, don't peep. Don't peep, don't fix your opponent's cutting points. See, I want to cut right now, but if I look at this, maybe I would still cut. I don't know, because it doesn't look terrible. But yeah, the first thing I'm going to try to do is cut white. White is a weak group, and they've played a cuttable shape, which is a Hane and a Knight's move usually. They have played a cuttable shape, so yeah. I think white just run away. Just run away or something. But do not fix your opponent's cutting points. It's very, very good for them. The Zatari is not necessary, just fix. Very, very good for your opponent if you fix their cutting point. This is small. The center squares are up here. This is a little bit brave, but still technically possible. That's an elephant eye. I would rather shoulder hit here. We're not really surrounding anything, so shoulder hit should be the shape. Because if I do this to break in, and you got to see that I'm cutting this one into this section, and I'm trying to break into that section. So it's like a double purpose. So it's a little bit dangerous. I want to say it's just here. If you're worried about this, like, just read it a little bit, and you'll see that black ends up attacking themselves. Now, this is 2 cutting points instead of 1 cutting point. What? Stop peeping the cuts! Stop peeping the cuts! If you learn anything from this review, please don't peep the cutting points. Oh my gosh, the ladder works. The ladder just works. You can cut right now. So white has to fix on this side, but if you do that, then this ladder also... No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. There's a stone right there. That makes sense. Oh, wow. Okay. What if I just sacrifice it? How does that look? If I just sacrifice it. Oh my gosh. Very juicy cutting points. Do not fix cutting points. You need those cuts to win the game. No, you gotta stay on this first. Those 2 stones aren't weak enough yet. Maybe try to get in here, and if they cut, you can squeeze. One point jump. It's faster. Okay, okay, yeah, this is a nice profit, because you've already destroyed this a little bit, so I actually quite like this time. I'm not sure about the move, but it's possible. I think breakout. I want to say the big thing holding black back is the shape. There's too many empty triangles, and you're peeping your opponent's cuts. So I think you just gotta fix that. Maybe like reviewing old Japanese programs, like 1800s, 1900s Japanese programs. It's really good for helping you learn shape. That one is Gote. Oh, nice catch. Oh, he's playing quite well. Nice double Hane. I don't know if I would do this right now, though. I think we have one more thing up here to do. This is probably the simplest one to look at. I say simple. But yeah, I think there you can get one more move in the top left before you have to worry about it. This is nice for surrounding this, but there's no center to build. You are attacking, which is perfectly fine, because now you get to run in. But to be cautious about that. That's not Sente. Wait, I thought you were building this to attack. Are you not attacking? Because I want to attack. And then if you can get some strength over here, let's assume black defense or whatever, I get strength. Then I come back here. Now I'm attacking while doing this, which is even better. Maybe Atari first, and then go here. Okay. This is a bad exchange. I think you realized, but try to realize before you play the move. It means you're probably playing too fast. Okay. But there is a dying dragon right here. That is good in-game. Black, you need to play here now. You gotta keep your group alive. Man, White's reading's on point. I think there might just be a level difference. I don't know if White is 6Q. I think there might just be a level difference. The gap is like really large in shape anyway. Honestly, I might 3-3. My goal being to try to make a ko. If I can get the ko shape. If I get the ko shape, then I can go down here and do all of this as ko threats. It would be like a nightmare for black to deal with. Yeah, this is kind of the only option for black. Man, reading is so on point. But if you go down, then I can go down. Is this one Sente? This one might not be Sente. Hold on. Because it's not quite the J group, because there's the Liberty at C5. It might be Sente. It has to die. It can't be Seki. If it's Seki, it's not Sente. Seki's not enough points. So the move has to be here first. And then if I go here, and then here, but if I just do that, you're alive. Okay, okay, it's alive. So that means this one is Gote, which means you should have done something else. This one's big, that one's big, that one's cool. That one's big. Endgame, endgame, endgame. Oh, black responded. I mean, it's a very difficult life and death, so it's fair. This is probably not a 6Q life and death problem. Nobis are Sente, Hanes are Gote, usually. What the fuck? You can block. Okay, definitely learn shapes. You definitely gotta learn shapes. Look up like Dson shape lecture. DSAUN. Dson shape lecture. This is a good starting point. It gives you like a. Oh my gosh, this video is old. It's a very nice video though. Like you can just see from the thumbnail. Where is that whole picture that they used in the thumbnail? Well, anyway, here's just a good example. Like, it goes over the shapes and stuff. I think the shape is really holding you back. Reviewing old Japanese pro games, attack and defense books, Josekis. There's tons of shapes in Josekis. Like, Josekis are Josekis because they have good shape. Like, if they didn't play the good shape moves, they wouldn't be Joseki, right? All Japanese pro games, Joseki, Dson shape lecture.
Nice moves are credible.
Also, wall theory, so ps.walltheory, WALTHERI.net. This is a good pattern search database in the opening, but in addition to that, you can find pro games. So, like, if you want to find a pro game with a certain opening, then you can go over here and scroll through the years and blah, blah, blah. What is it? GoKifu.com, I believe. GoKifu.com also has a lot of pro games. Go to the archive. Oh, it looks like it only goes... Oh, there we go. 2000, so... What's the earliest? 2001? What is this? Oh, 2024, this January, got it. Okay, it looks like 2000 at the earliest. That is unfortunate. If you're willing to pay money, Go is an amazing database as well. This one, I believe, is $10. Nope, that's not it. Go4Go.net. Yeah, Go4Go.net. And then you can do browse by dates. And this one, you can do games before 1970, and these are all going to be good to review. There's going to be lots of shapes in these. Go Sagan probably is not going to be great for shape. He's a genius because he, like, invented stuff beyond shape. So probably not the greatest for shape. Let's see, what else can we do? Let's just keep going, I guess. We still have 6 minutes. Wait. That is cuttable. Ooh, I'm surprised White didn't catch that. Yeah, so Black has to die. There's literally nothing else to do. Something's gonna die. And if Black fixes, then I just kill this thing. I'm really surprised that White is not attacking this group. It's an idea. I want to attack though. Black realized. Okay, good. I'm surprised White didn't see it, considering White's been doing really good on the reading. Okay, good. The response here is here. That is the shape move. That way there's only one cutting point. We can deal with one cutting point. This one is going to have 2 cutting points, but the response is here, which I doubt, unless you've seen this shape, it's really hard to come up with on your own. And there's 2 cutting points. Oh, no, this one looks... no, maybe it is good. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, yeah, definitely can't do that. You can go here. This also has 2 cutting points, but they're okay. Maybe this is just the best. I think this has it has 2 cutting points instead of 1, but it has more territory, I think. I think here, maybe here. Oh my gosh, that is a read. That is a cool Go problem. Is there anything in there that could have changed that sequence? Because if I do anything on this side, I die, right? So I have... This one is forced. Responding over here is forced. And if you do this with nothing, then I think that creates an easier Tsuji. Right? So you have to gain the liberties. Maybe I go here first, but then you just connect. Here, 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 here. Wow! It's a cool Go problem. Probably just jump. There's no reason to create a broken shape. If you can't connect, you can't connect. It's not really anything you can do about it. You need to live. And White, you should poke the eyes. You should test the eye shape. I don't know. I shouldn't spend several minutes reading this. Greedy. I know you're losing, but technically there's nothing here because white's connected all the way back up top. Yeah, this is just greedy. Just fix your cutting point. Don't die. Don't die is a great thing to do. Oops. Oh my, he messed up the timing. If I descend though, I can still get it, right? Because those two are cutting stones. I think you could have still got it. If black does this though, that's the issue. Okay, you're right. Yeah, so too early. Nice cutting point. That one looks like too much. I can't go here, can I? Yeah, there's no cut. It's unfortunate. And then connect. Very nice. Very good. This one seems small. I want to say the other endgame is bigger right now. So this one. That one's not quite big, huh? This one's big. I guess all the endgames in black's favor. That's unfortunate. That is not overplayed. Yeah, okay. Gote, though. Alright, very good. Sente. Gonna die. Oops. Yep, read before you leap. Read before you leap. Okay, and with that, I am out of time. So hopefully you both found this review helpful.